So, prior to this video, I did wash, clean your chicken, took out on everything on the inside, and then I patted it dry with a paper towel, whatever the case may be, whatever you want to use. And then prior to that, yes, wash your hands, all that. Well, anytime you're dealing with poultry, you got to clean your area, wash your hands, clean the poultry, the chicken, whatever the case may be. And then again, pat it dry so that all that moisture and stuff is taken away. Makes your seasons and everything kind of adhere or stick to the chicken. So, fast forward to where I'm at now. So, I have been looking on YouTube and whatever, and came across a couple of videos. I've even tried it myself on turning your crock pot into a roaster. And of course, in order to have a roaster, basic concept is that whatever you're roasting is not flat across the hot surface, it's sitting on a rack or something just to keep it lifted. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roast this whole chicken in the crock pot. Now, on YouTube, they say take some aluminum foil and roll it up and, into like rods or whatever and place it on the bottom. And I mean, it worked, I used it. But then I said, that's a lot of aluminum foil that you're wasting. I ain't gonna lie, aluminum foil expensive. So, I thought to myself, I said, well, what can I use to give me the same, results? And so I went with these small loaf pans. I got 2 of them for $1. Cool, bet. Most of y'all probably saying, well, you could probably get some cheap aluminum foil for $1. Yeah, I probably could, but then I still gotta cut it, roll it. Care about all that. So yeah, I'm using these little loaf pans, and this one is dented because I actually tested the chicken out on top of it, just to see if it would hold, and it does. So when I come back, I will have my chicken seasoned, and I'll tell you what I did once I did that. So I'm back, and I have completely seasoned my chicken. And I did 2 simple seasonings. I got some rotisserie chicken seasoning. It's really good. Makes it taste, just like if you got it from someplace else. And I had a taste for a little jerk chicken. I didn't feel like doing the whole, by hand, getting all the ingredients, your allspice and, nutmeg, all that other good stuff. So I just got this. It's really good, gives it a nice flavor, and it's got a kick to it. So use it how you want it. Now, before I put those seasonings on there, I sprayed it down with some Pam olive oil. This is probably a quick way to do it. If you don't want to get your hands dirty per se and want to rub your chicken down with some oil or something, you know what I mean? Get the spray oil, olive oil, spray it on there, make it happen. And then once I put my seasoning on there, so I put the oil on first, then the seasoning, boom. Again, don't want to get your hands dirty, this, that, and the other. Some good old spray butter. I did that, sprayed that on top of the chicken after I put the seasoning on there, just a couple more, because hey, butter ain't never hurt nobody. If you're one of those health buffs or whatever, fine. You don't have to use the spray butter. It's not a must, but hey, I wanted to use it. One last thing, on the inside of the turkey, I don't know if you can see back there, I put a half of a red onion in the turkey. chicken. What they call, gives it just a nice smell, gives it that nice onion type hint to it. Onions go pretty good with anything that you're going to bake, roast, smoke, anything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to load this turkey into this crock chicken, and going to go from there. Oh, one last thing. I'm preheating my crock pot on high while I did all this, just to give it a head start. So I'll come back and I have the chicken in and, make it happen. All right, well, there she is. She is in the crock pot. Crock pot was heating for about 15-20 minutes prior to me putting her in. Maybe about more closer to 15 prior to me putting her in. Again, that's optional. You ain't got to do that. I just decided to preheat the crock pot like you would preheat an oven. Same difference. So I'm gonna let this go on high. I'm thinking about maybe 4 hours, 3.5 to 4 hours for this whole chicken in the crock pot. But I'll just keep time, and I'll probably give you an exact time once I'm done. So for those that might be questioning about the top, I'm gonna put the top on. I pushed down on the turkey a little bit just to make sure that it was down in there. And that's a good thing about those loaf pans, because the loaf pans sit up, but then if you need to press down, they'll work with you. They'll squash it down with you, and yet it'll still act as a rack. So she's on there, she's in, crock pot is on, and there it is. Whole chicken in the crock pot. I'll come back with results. So, back. She's been on for exactly 4 hours. You can see the little internal chicken thermometer that comes with pretty much all oven roasters is popped up. But the real test is going to be temperature. Chicken is supposed to be 165, and your best way to grade that is sticking it directly into the thigh, because that's where it takes the longest to cook. So here we go. She looks good. She looks good. Starting to split a little bit, but that's all right. And here we go. Stick her right in there. Temperature going, look at that. And she's done. She's more than done. Stuck it in the other thigh. And just for the sake of it, I'm going to put it in the breast. There you go. So 4 hours on high, preheated for about 15 minutes. Your chicken comes out done with rotisserie and jerk seasoning. So enjoy. One last tidbit. This right here is everything that dripped off the bird. That's actually a good thing, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into some gravy. I mean, you can't ask for nothing better than that. I took the chicken out, and as you can see, I done parted it and cut it up. Cut the breasts in pieces. Legs, thighs are up under the breast pieces there. The 2 wings is up under there. Can't ask for anything better than that. Took 4 hours, 4 and 10 minutes or so if you want to be exact. And, not a whole lot of work. So I'm going to show you how my gravy turned out when I use this. And there you have it. Here's the gravy that I made. All I used was the liquid from the chicken. No water, no chicken stock, anything like that. Butter, a little flour, and cornstarch with a water cornstarch mixture. I'm not a big fan of real thick gravy. You know, I just like gravy enough just to go over something. If you like your gravy really, really thick, then you want to add more flour to give it that thickness. Again, I'm not a big thick gravy fan. I just wanted enough just so to get ladle over whatever I'm putting it on, just to give it some extra flavor. I don't want to be chewing on no gravy. But there you go. Start to finish, from the chicken to the gravy. Have a good one. Enjoy.